Kat is actually a good friend of mine. But if you're not nice to her, it's absolutely game over for you, Paddy. Oh no, that's weird.
I did warn you.
Salt's Third Wheel Dates might be the most hands-on dating show you've ever seen, because not only do we do the matching, we rock up on the date too. And I, Lauren Windle, will be playing gooseberry and helping people find love. If everyone gets on well, they can go off on an IRL date in real life. But if not, they can select URL, and we'll put a link at the bottom of the show so that viewers can apply to date them.
In my spare time, I love to do some photography, play music, and also go open water swimming.
I love music, so going to gigs and concerts. I love watching and playing tennis, and I love hosting and cooking for friends.
Paddy is a 27-year-old software developer who comes from Hove, not from Ireland, as his misleading name may suggest. London-based Kat is 29 and heads up the customer experience something at blah blah startup, blah-de-blah corporate jargon blah.
I think what makes me the perfect partner is knowing that I'm not perfect, but I'm always striving to be a better version of myself every day. I like to give a lot, and I fall pretty deeply for the right person.
I'm pretty easygoing, I try to have a positive outlook, and I'm an identical twin, so that makes me very used to being part of a pair and very good at sharing.
I think it's just someone who's authentic and is comfortable being themselves. I think it's a lot easier nowadays to try and fit some kind of image and go along with what other people expect of you, but it takes real courage to be an individual and comfortable in your own skin.
The most important character trait in a partner for me is someone who's kind, someone who's naturally generous and is really affirming of others.
Someone who can't hold a conversation. I think it's always quite awkward on a first date if you feel like the conversation's just very one-sided or there's a bit of a tension in the atmosphere. It just makes it a not fun experience.
Someone who's entitled and just expects things to be done for them.
My celebrity crush is Emma Stone. We'd go to Italy together and go on a road trip around the Amalfi Coast.
My celebrity crush would be Ryan Reynolds. We would go to a John Mayer concert and we just hang out with his wife Blake Lively because she's amazing.
I'm really excited about this one. I think it's such a good match, and they have such overlap in their interests in terms of sort of sport and music, and they've both got a really fun, sunny outlook. I'm calling already that this is a match. Okay, wait, he's coming. Have you decided what your move's gonna be?
What do you mean?
Are you gonna flick your hair or anything?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Hi. Hey.
Hey! What are your favourite TV shows, Paddy?
So I'm a self-professed nerd. I do love a bit of Marvel, DC, all the kind of superhero stuff.
Great.
I was actually kind of hoping that would come up later, but I guess as we're here.
Yeah.
So first thing I think it's important to flag up is that Kat is actually a good friend of mine. So now I don't want to be threatening in any way, but if you're not nice to her, it's absolutely game over for you, Paddy.
Consider me warned. Yeah, I've fully absorbed this.
Fully over.
Yeah.
It's good that I haven't scared him, isn't it? So it just really feels like a really free and easy date now, doesn't it? Now
Yeah, definitely. There's no tension on my side whatsoever now.
Released. Okay, so you guys have got, we're going to come back to DC and Marvel because I think there's more to talk about within that.
Okay.
But you've got other things. Well, I say other things. I don't know if you're really into DC and Marvel, are you?
I mean,
You're not
like
not.
the cinema. So
I mean, you see exactly the same.
I used to live with someone who loved it, so I have sat through a couple of movies.
That's a good way of putting it, yeah.
Can I just say a little, if you think you'd be sitting through something by watching that, you should hear that he likes Formula One.
Oh, do you know what? That is actually not a bad thing. I haven't got there yet, but I've been told by a million people to watch Drive to Survive. So
Okay, that's not Formula One.
That's
not the same. I mean, it is.
I mean, it's all the people.
It's how I got into it, to be fair.
Oh, is it?
It was my gateway drug into
you're
Formula
a
One.
newbie.
Yeah, I'm a massive noob. I've only watched 2 seasons.
Oh, I'm not that far behind then.
What other sport do you enjoy, both playing and watching?
Probably just tennis, actually.
Just the tennis, yeah.
Yes. And I would say that I'm not that good at it, but I enjoy it a lot, so that kind of makes up for the lack of skill, probably.
It's a good choice of sport, yeah.
I think
Tell her about what you do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So because I live by the sea, I enjoy going open water swimming in the mornings.
Oh wow!
So
what
good.
a way to start the day.
That's quite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tick.
tick. Yeah.
No, that was like
Red flag.
good
Oh
one.
wow, is that like with wetsuit or?
No, just with trunks usually. I'm not quite hardcore enough to kind of like get all the kit together yet, so I haven't even got a cap.
You gotta be hardcore enough to go swimming in the sea without a wetsuit. I think that's more hardcore.
There's a sort of like key bases of hobbies to cover. We've done sport. Obviously, the next one's music, right? Now, do either of you have any interest in music, I wonder?
I mean, I couldn't possibly. Oh, well, you start. Please.
Okay,
Yeah.
well-
All right, raise your hand if you're in the worship team at your church.
Hey.
Keep your hand raised if you play acoustic guitar. Keep your hand raised if you play an additional instrument.
Whoa.
Keep your hand raised if you sing.
Oh, this is spooky now.
We
come
could
on.
just stop here, right?
Yes.
No, just far more tender.
just-
Far more tender
With the
than
lock
that.
fingers as
That's
well.
Guitar fingers.
into what God has
okay.
combined.
Yeah,
Let
this
no
is,
one.
Wow, this got real intimate real
Yeah, it
fast.
really did.
Are we still doing this thing? Yeah.
I mean, you are free people.
I mean, if you want to let go, we can let go.
Let's let go.
Let's let go for
Who
now.
knows? Maybe
Yeah,
it'll come
yeah.
back later.
Hopefully it does come back later.
I love that enthusiasm. So let's talk music.
What kind of music are you into? Like, what do you like listening to?
I'm kind of a bit all over the place musically. I just like anything that I can get into, regardless of what genre, like I vibe with. So it's kind of like I have some stuff that I love from like metal, and then all the way on the other end of the spectrum is like acoustic, and then like retro 80s kind of stuff as well.
I
So
love
yeah,
that.
all over the place basically.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, very similar. I think my Spotify Wrapped is an interesting mix. I think last year it said my genre was contemporary country, but it also said that I really vibed with Graham Kendrick. So
Interesting.
take from that what you will. I think about my taste.
It's very eclectic. I respect that.
It
I
is,
respect
thank
the
you.
variety.
Paddy's actually got a very unusual set of skills, and one of them I have too, and I never have the skills that other people have. Show her your thing.
I don't know if I'm ready, but there we go. That's my
Oh
thing.
no,
Yeah.
no.
I knew
Try.
that was popular.
And how far can you bend back your thumb?
Like a normal amount.
Hold it up so your camera can see.
That is horrible.
It makes,
like-
it makes hitchhiking really difficult. you know?
Because they're like, don't pick up that 8.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Adele has these thumbs.
Well, I mean,
So you're the one who's
okay.
wrong. What's the other cool thing you can do that lots of other people can't?
So I have an uncanny ability to drink any drink really, really, really quickly.
Oh wow.
Does that extend to fizzies?
It's more difficult, but it does.
How much do you think you're going to be able to knock back in one go?
Let's go half the glass of that.
Half the glass.
I'm so.
I'm being very ambitious here. This could end horribly.
It's like one of those that fits a whole wine bottle in it. Like
That is actually a deceptively large glass.
I just need to get mentally in the zone.
Take a
This
sec,
requires
take
bit
a
of
sec.
Yeah. Okay.
okay. Oh what?
Oh no, that's weird.
That was
Oh no,
fast.
that's weird.
I did warn you.
That was.
I mean, I say that's more impressive than the thumbs.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so I'm glad we brought that out.
What else have you brought us?
So I've also brought the best snack in the world. Lauren, I know you already agree with me on
Can
this.
confirm.
We've had a lot of quite in-depth conversations.
I'd say
about
the
this snack.
majority of our friendship is based on discussing
It's a
this
snack-based
particular.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a
food.
strong
I think about it a
foundation.
lot. I've dreamt about it's,
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm so. Oh, you know what?
Do
I
you
have
already
to
know?
agree with you. That is a strong choice.
I mean,
Dum dum de dum, dum dum de dum.
yeah.
That's so kind. I should have done that for you.
What's that?
I didn't
Oh.
realise you were just going to
Oh
start
no,
serving me.
not
Yeah,
at all, not at all.
Thank you.
So after you. I love hosting people, so I'm
Oh, same.
used to serving the drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, I just can't, guys. I just can't.
This show is sponsored by Christians Who Curse Sometimes, where we love Jesus but also mess up and curse a little. Christians Who Curse Sometimes provides daily discussion topics, articles and resources to grow your faith and grow community by taking the online offline.
I have a rough idea of what you've brought, and I think that before we do your snack, there's a little something I'd like to sort of box off first, just a point of business that I think is quite important.
Let's get that business, yeah.
So, if we were to invent superheroes, right, from scratch, I think we need to decide on like our look and what we're going to be called and what our power's going to be. So, bring on the props.
Oh, yeah.
Just take a moment. I'm going to take the drinks off the
Thank
table
you.
for a tick.
Yeah, of course.
Dig about, find your outfit, and then we'll do a little
we do one
presentation.
each?
Yeah, I'm going to do one too, don't worry.
Fine. Oh, I'm struggling for inspo here.
Guys, if anyone finds the wand, it has to be mine. Don't try and steal
I think
my
I
wand.
just saw it in there. Cute.
Is that a wrap?
That can be your sidekick.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got army paint. If anyone wants to put some water, do you think that would be needed for yours?
I think I'm already set with mine, to be honest.
Do you need?
Yeah, no, I'm good,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah. Oh, no, this was
Do you want
a mistake.
whiskers as well?
Would you say this is your biggest fan? Amazing.
I am Killer Black. I look like I'm about to set people up on dates, and then I kill them to take over the world. I'm a baddie
concerned.
superhero. Baddie suit. That was cool, right?
Amazing, yeah.
Ting. Ba-ba-la-da, ba-ba-la.
Hello, I am Captain Class. I have the power of diffusing tense situations by reminding everyone to stay classy. That is, yeah, just give me a call if you ever need me. If there's anything awkward going on, I'll be there.
Okay.
Saving the world from smelly cheese, because the ideal cheese platter is a Baby Bell, a Dairy Dunker, and a cheese string.
Yeah.
What have you brought for us?
So, let's start with the drinks first. I thought it'd be nice, considering that it's been horrible and rainy out there, that I'd just get everyone some coffees. So, this one I've already started drinking from, so don't take that one. But there's two here, so one for each of you. They might need warming up, they've been here for a while, but hopefully they still taste
What
good.
does this on the top mean?
So, because I'm going with the Brighton vibes, this is oat milk, because we don't do normal coffees down in Brighton, it's all hipster milk.
Fair.
Yeah. And I've also brought some homemade blueberry muffins to go with them.
I don't drink caffeine.
Oh no.
So I'm not going to have
I've
one.
actually never had a cup of coffee in my life.
How she managed to hold down a job and a life without coffee at the age of 29.
Be a first. I've never even.
Wait, hang on. This is going to be a first. We're going to do this. You've never drunk a cup
I've
of coffee?
never even had caffeine, so I'm a little nervous of what it.
Okay, have a tiny sip, because I don't think you
might
should
be
drink
balancing
them.
off the walls or
I don't
something.
want you to not enjoy the rest of the day.
Shall I just have a go now? Shall I just?
Is it
Have you drunk
still?
things before? Because it's very much a similar...
Here we go. Ooh, yeah, that's actually. It's definitely coffee. Not that I would know,
Yeah.
but it tastes like it smells. It's actually really nice. I think you're right that it's because it's quite milky.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
too strong.
yes, I am ready for a
Okay.
blueberry muffin. Thank you
Of
so
course.
much. Yeah.
No worries. Let me crack these open.
Wow, they're very
Shall
even.
I go around this way?
Look at these gorgeous things.
So you enjoy the baking part?
I enjoy like everything cooking wise. I'm actually like more of a savoury person in terms of like my own taste and what I enjoy cooking.
Okay.
But I think bacon is just super therapeutic,
Yeah.
because when you're kind of following a recipe as well, you don't have to think too much. You just kind of like just follow the instructions. It will generally come out okay.
Out of the oven.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, nice.
Whereas when I cook, I kind of like mix things up a little bit and do my own spins on things. So yeah.
Oh.
So we had, aside from all of these things in common, just relentlessly, connection, spark, all of that stuff. There are a few questions that you guys wanted to know about each other. And I'm actually quite excited about this one, Kat. Okay. So Paddy wanted to know, what is like an embarrassing or the most embarrassing thing that you like have thought or believed until you realised it was not the case?
I confess that it was not that long ago that I asked my mum how they get the horses to swim in water polo.
That's fantastic. I can see your logic though.
Is it
I
a
can
stupid
see your
question?
logic.
I mean, yes, but yeah.
Kat wanted to know from you, Paddy,
Yeah.
if you weren't doing the job you were doing in a sort of another life, what job would you do? But I don't even think we've actually covered your initial job yet.
No, so I currently work as a software developer,
Oh, cool.
which is good. But I think in another life, I would love to do something more actively helping people in a more kind of tangible way. So either like paramedic or doctor or kind of like working for a charity. That would be really cool.
How do you keep God central in your relationships, particularly like in a romantic relationship? Like, how do you structure that? That's something that Kat was interested in.
So I think it's about like being intentional from the start, and I guess by that I mean like making sure that like part of the thing that you do together when you spend time together is like making time for prayer, maybe like do a joint study together and that kind of thing as well. And I think whenever I've kind of followed that path in the past, it's always been, a really successful way to kind of keep God at the centre. And I think the other thing as well is it's not always like appropriate, but I think like maybe having someone like a joint mentor that you can check in with who can kind of keep you guys accountable, or just make sure that you're both doing okay is also really helpful as well.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So good. And Kat, Paddy was interested to know, like, what is God saying to you recently?
So I think the last few months I've really felt God speaking to me about courage, and just sort of pushing myself out there, partly why I'm here, and just doing more things that scare me, but also reminding me that it's not in my own strength, and that, we really do rely on him for so much.
Amazing.
All right, let's chat to them one-on-one to see how they think it's going.
He's really lovely. He's got great energy. I really liked his answer about how he keeps God in relationships as well, kind of the prayer and the study.
I think you'd be mental not to go on it. I think he is absolutely top draw. Honestly.
I agree. I think he's great.
Are you having a good time?
I'm having a really good time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I think, I don't know, I mean, it's obviously hard for me to say what she thinks as well, but it feels like there might be something there. It seems like we vibe together and that there's, just have really good time together, so it's cool.
so you think I've done a good job?
I think you've done a great job, 100%. You just seem like a really lovely person all round and have a really good energy and seem like loads of fun to be around, so yeah.
Thank you. Pretty much exactly the same to you. I just sense a lot of joy from you, and I love your enthusiasm. And you also seem really caring, making the muffins. Thought that was a really nice touch.
Thank you.
These guys are definitely going on a date, and if they end up together, it'll literally be like my life made. Can you imagine? If they get married, I'm bringing you with me, 100%. We'll film the whole time. They don't even have to know. We don't even need to get permission. I'll do a little hidden GoPro, and we will get to bask in the glory of our matchmaking skills together, because this is it, guys. This is it. I'm buzzing.
This is the part where our couple choose between IRL or URL. If they both pick IRL, in real life, we'll send them off on a date without the cameras so they can get to know each other a little better. But if one or both of them go for URL, it's not been a match. And we'll put a link, or URL, in the notes below so that you can get in touch with them directly to ask them out yourself.
So I made this choice because it felt like we just got on really well together naturally. It didn't feel tense at all at any point, even though we were behind the camera. And you just seemed like really good fun. I'd love to get to know you more.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I had a really fun time. I think you bring a lot of joy, and I'm looking forward to finding out more about you.
Yay! It's a match! We love to see it. We wish these guys so well as they go out and spend a little bit of time without me and without the cameras. If you want to join me on Salt's Third Wheel Dates, just use the link below to apply. I'm happy to try your home-baked muffins, and maybe we can work out what superhero would be together. And if you aren't a match with your date, doesn't matter, because we'll give viewers the chance to drop you a line and ask you out, and you never know who'll be watching.